The calculations for daily interest are far more complex than for annual, once per year, and quarterly, 4 times per year, compounding. Annual interest is not the same as simple interest, which involves no compounding. In the case of annual interest, compounding takes place only once per year. So, over 3 years, the rate grows because interest is earned on interest, even though the calculation is only done annually. Simple interest involves no compounding at all. Annual compounding is an unusual calculation and is likely to be found only in private loans, such as loans between a business and a family member. To calculate annual interest, compound the stated annual interest every year. The calculation for annual compounding to arrive at the total debt is annual interest rate plus 1 to the power of the number of years multiplied by a principal deposited, and this is total debt as of the number of years. Let's see an example. An $8,000 loan at 7.5% with annual compounding involves a 3-year calculation. Okay, let's insert the annual interest rate 7.5%. And next, this is the annual interest rate plus 1. The principal amount is 8,000, but you can change it. And here is the formula for accumulated amount for the first year. And it is the annual interest rate plus 1 multiplied by the principal amount. And you see that I have also put an absolute reference for the annual interest rate because we will need it for the next year's calculations. The second year, the formula is almost the same. Instead of the principal amount of the beginning, we multiply the accumulated amount from year 1 by the annual interest rate plus 1. And we get the accumulated amount for the year 2. And if we drag this to the year 3, we will get the result for the year 3. And we can extend this for as many years as we need. And here you can see for year 5, year 4, year 5, the accumulated amounts. And also we can see for year 6 if you want. Here for as many years as you want. So it's pretty simple. A more common calculation of interest is based on quarterly compounding or a calculation of interest 4 times per year. And here is the formula, which is pretty similar to the annual compounding formula. We have the annual interest rate divided by 4, because we have 4 quarters in the year, plus 1 to the power of the number of quarterly periods, multiplied by the principal deposited at the beginning. And this is the total debt as of the number of periods. And here is an example. Quarterly compounding can also be summarized on a spreadsheet. An 8,000 deposit at 7.5%, but with quarterly compounding this time over a 3-year accumulation. Okay, so here is quarterly compounding. Let's insert the annual interest rate here, 7.5%. Here is the quarterly interest rate plus 1, which uses different formula than annual compounding. We divide the annual interest rate by 4 here because of the quarters. And here is the principal amount, $8,000. And here is the formula, which is the same like the annual or daily compounding. We have the quarterly interest rate plus 1 multiplied by the principal amount. And as usual, we use absolute reference for the interest rate. This is for year 1, quarter 1. the accumulated amount. For the quarter 2, the same formula, but instead of the principal amount at the beginning, we use the accumulated amount from the first quarter of the year. And in this way, we can find, when we drag this to the end of the year 3, we can find the accumulated amount for every quarter. Also, we can extend this for as many years and quarters as we need.